cold. Must transfer from one hat to another. I don't want to expose my head. It was a million years ago, before I went bald. I actually shaved my head completely, and then never went back. And I shaved my head for a Halloween costume. I went as Shrek. And then later on, I used that same costume in a karaoke contest, and I won a bunch of money doing I Like Big Butts as Shrek. So, but anyway, shaved my head. You wouldn't believe how much a cold head will affect your entire outlook on life. That is the origin of the fez. It was long before I started doing this. I just wanted a hat to wear while I was near a drafty window. I already had like a sweatshirt on like I have right now, but my head was cold and I got tired of putting my hood up because I hate my peripheral vision being blocked. And so, I haven't read the Lenten thing and I'm already opening up the bag. On this day, the 31st day of Lent, I am giving up whistling the Twilight Zone theme every time I go to the refrigerator. Yeah, it is. It is the Twilight Zone when I go to the refrigerator. We are eclectic snackers. We have the strangest combination of things in our refrigerators. I am opening the bottle, or opening the bag. It is an interesting beer. It is an interesting bottle, I should say. Oh, and it's green or greenish brown, which it's this is elaborate. I actually need to cut this open because there seems to be some sort of mechanism inside of it. Come on there. There we go. Yeah, I needed a knife to get Kleenex off. That's me. Oh my. It is a green glass. It is a lock lid bottle. Much like, certain sizes of Grolsch. This is and I don't know if I'll butcher this pronunciation, Chodovar. Chodovar President Premium. At least it looks like President. I'm going to don the specs. Hi, I'm Don. Don Specs. Let's see. There is. So this is obviously a European beer, or not even sure. There's a website on there, Chodovar. Ingredients: water, barley malt, hop products of Czech hops. Okay, so maybe it's a Czechoslovakian. I wish I had the Czechoslovakian pint glass handy. I would drink it out of that. But unfortunately, both iterations of that. Oh, wait. I see one. It's like the perfect size glass for this delightful beer. And luckily, I didn't knock any other glassware off. Oh, I don't want to move the thing again. It'll sound like an earthquake. Sorry, kids. But anyway, let's, doesn't really give much of a legend or anything. It does have the government warning, though. Don't break yourself into a bunch of small countries if you're drunk and pregnant. Yes, it has lots of stuff in possibly Czechoslovakian on here. Protected geographic indication. Okay, that's always good to know. It is a different language, and I cannot decipher it at all. I will tell you though that it was bottled 6/13/2025. Ooh. Well, that was a fun sound. And now let's pour it into the Czechoslovakian. Oh, we don't need these. We don't need those. Going from Clark Kent to Superman. That's me. All right. Jeff, I'm using the Czechoslovakian pint glass for what appears to be a Czechoslovakian dark beer. Because it is definitely darker than regular beer colored beer. It is, oh, that always happens with the Lockley bottles. It is a cloudy beer. Lightly cloudy. Not crazy cloudy, but cloudy. And it is effervescent. So, it is much darker than normal beer color. And again, don't look directly at the light. Look next to the light. Don't worry, Al. Sorry if I've blinded anyone. All right, let's give this thing a sniff because it looks danged interesting. It almost looks like really dark apple cider. So. It smells really good. I'm getting the hops, but I can't really identify the hops. Although it just said Czech hops on the back, so and that was just the ingredients. I did not locate the ABV. Oh, 5.0. 5.0. Yes, Czech Republic, European Union. There we go. Nothing wrong with the Czech Republic. Before it was the Czech Republic, there was a little part of it called Bohemia. And that was where my paternal grandmother was from. Tucking in now. Getting back to the beer. Jeez. Oh. It's a very bitter beer. Not badly bitter, but it's clean because it's gone. Clean swallowing. Very interesting. Going back in. That was also the first drink, so that's the big flavors. Nice. That is a well blended flavor profile. You know, normally I can pick elements of ingredients out of it, but that was just a smooth transition between, well, what I'm counting as three elements of the flavor, which is the roast of the grain, the hops themselves, and I I suspect that there's no other grain in here besides barley. It's got that kind of flavor profile. There's a lot of beers that do wheats and other grains included in their mash. This has got a delicious flavor profile. It is a beer flavored beer though. So it's like beer baseline plus. So because it is a little bit off the beaten path flavor wise when it comes to, I'm not even sure what they're going to be calling this. They're just calling it a premium. Based on what I can tell, just drinking it, I'm thinking it's like a lager. I hate to say it, but because of the green, it's a tiny bit of skunk. Just tiny bit. It's not detracting from it, though. It's not like all I can taste is the skunk, like, a lot of Heinekens. So. So let me analyze the swallow for you. Okay, so you get the grainy, bitter profile on the tongue while it's in your mouth. You swallow, and there's a larger burst of the bitter from the hops across the back of the roof of your mouth and the back of your tongue. Then, within, I'd say, 30 seconds, your mouth cleans itself of all of the residual flavor. So that's a pretty clean swallowing beer. It's smooth. It's smooth too. So I know it's strange to associate smooth with bitter, but it's just a feel in the mouth, really. So there's no spikes of flavor. That's what smoothness means. So it's like constant. I'm going to take this upstairs and think about making some dinner to go with it. So it is a flavor profile meant for something hearty because it's got the bitterness to it. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. Pardon my burp. Wow. But I do know that there are pork chops that I have to check if they're frozen or not. So that might be the direction I'm heading. If they're still frozen, though, well, there's always pizza snacks. So anyway, if you liked what I did here today, please think about getting into some craft brews. The market is hurting a lot right now, mostly because of the fact that nobody really has any surplus cash. But I'm hoping that I can just convince some folks that just don't want to leave it behind. Let's hope there's enough of us out there to sort of save the industry if we don't find a way to unbury ourselves from what's going on. So I am going to take this upstairs, like I said, have it with my dinner, and I will see you guys the next time I got a cool beer to share with you. Thanks.